Teamwork's a very, very, very hard thing to explain. If you don't know what teamwork is, you really aren't going to succeed in Populous. You can do well on one-on-ones, but most of the games that people play on Populous involve teamwork, involve four-ways, pressure point, craters, face-off, two-on-two, Dead Sea. Well, not really Dead Sea. Now, these levels can be good and fun. They can be fun when you one versus one somebody on them, but if you really want to have a good game, you have to have teamwork. Teamwork is essential to any Populous game. Let's take a look at some examples that I can share with you to help you get better at teamwork. Let's take, for example, Face-Off. Face-Off's a level where everybody thinks they're a real good team, alright, but they're not, alright. Let's take, for example, a couple people. I don't know if they'll mind if I include them, so I won't include their names. But these two think they're the greatest face-off team ever. And they think this because they can send all their troops and take the top, and then they double you, and they totally annihilate you, right? But the thing is, they only do that because they use force, and these two people are almost never blue. If they're blue, they're not a great team, and they end up fighting and everything. That's because they don't know how to do it, teamwork. They just know how to double. Doubling is not teamwork, guys. You have to realize this. Alright, let me talk about how to be a real teammate. Alright, say on Face-Off you're allying blue. Alright, you're allying blue, and you're red. Red's a good color on Face-Off, but there's certain problems when you're blue, and we all know that. Blue's land sucks. Everyone knows it. Everyone hates being blue on Face-Off. But now, when you get the top when you're blue, you're not complaining. And you help your ally double your opponent, like say your ally's red. You ask red to help you double. But in the meantime, if red gets side-doored, he can't do anything. He has to help himself. He can't really watch you too, because he's in trouble with himself. So he gets side-doored, and you need help too, and then he needs help, so you try and send help, but your base is so crap you can't send help, because you've got to focus on yourself. Now, this could all be prevented. Let me show you some ways to prevent this kind of thing from happening. Tips. Always communicate with your ally. You don't have to have TeamSpeak. Joe and Sub and I have TeamSpeak, and we communicate when we team up, but you don't have to. You could just ask them, you need any help? Type M, say, do you need any troops? Basically stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it. Alright? Now, here's some things that you can do to prevent things from happening like this. Let's take, for example, Face-Off. Face-Off's a great way to show teamwork, but not by doubling. Alright? Say your ally's blue, and you guys have taken the top. What you can do is have blue charge lightning and camp on the middle, and have him shoot the shamans while they try and take the middle, and you go and make you and blue land. Make you guys land. You need land. If you guys make each other land, you'll be in great shape. And also, chopping trees will help too. Make sure you go all around the middle and take the trees that are on the middle. Alright, we've got a little bit more to go now. Now let's talk about advanced team tactics and teamwork. Alright? Doubling. It's not teamwork, but it can help. If you guys really want to be a team, you guys can send troops to each other. But when you double, here's a way to look like a team. Make a defense in your base. Make sure that you have your defense all set up, so when you leave your base to double the enemy, you can survive an enemy attack. Because a shaman player will not let his ally die. He will attack you when you leave your base. So you better have a damn good defense up, otherwise you're going to die. Alright? That's one tip. Now for the next tip. Be aware of your surroundings. This doesn't mean just know what color you are, where your side doors and stuff. Be aware of what the enemy's doing. If you see land bridge spells being cast, scroll over to them. See what's going on. You don't want to be waiting and helping out your ally, and then all of a sudden you see your population go from 199 to 60 because somebody volcanoed you and firestormed you and earthquaked you through a back door. Alright? Teamwork involves being aware of what your ally's doing and sending help to them, as well as keeping control of your own base. You can't just watch your ally. That's being a good ally, but that's also being careless. You have to focus on being a good ally, too. Alright, we got one more thing to discuss, because this tutorial's getting a little long. What I might want to discuss with you guys about teamwork is also this. Plan things. like when you're on face-off or something. Make sure you and your teammate know what you're doing. Make sure that when the shamans come up to the top, you can do something like a double blast. Or maybe one of you can cast Ghost Army to keep the shaman sitting still while the other person lightnings them. That would be good too. Alright? Those are the basic steps to teamwork. The basic rule for teamwork that if you forget everything in this tutorial and every picture that's been shown to you before this, know one thing. Teamwork involves the participation from both people. If you want to be teamwork players, if you want to be shaman players, you guys have got to learn to communicate with each other. You guys have got to learn the skill of doubling. You have to learn the skill of helping each other out, making each other land, sticking up for each other. Alright? I'll let you go, because this tutorial's getting a little long. Alright? I hope you learned something.